Hi, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to do a bit of a story time for you. Since lockdown we've had a lot going on. As you would have heard in one of my previous vlogs, we were actually given our notice for this house that we currently live in, to move out, which would have given us 2 months to find eviction notice here, kind of sort through. I managed to find somewhere still in the village. And funny story is, I was sorting through everything and obviously emailing back and forth just to let them know that we were still interested. It was only the other day. We was just on our walk to take Isaac up to a playing field to go kick a ball around for him to do, and obviously I received an email from the estate agents for the house, and they basically emailed me and turned around and said, you know, just a heads up, the landlady of the house is actually wanting to give it to an elderly couple, which I did later find out that it would have been a family relative that she was wanting to put in there. And this obviously caused us major stress because we don't want to move out of the village, because if we do move out of the village, that happened, we got that email, quit my job. Me and Craig kind of broke down a little bit. A bit stressed. So we got home, obviously looked at our options. I got back to the estate agents and just asked them to verify this ASAP. And I think it was the next day, or later on that day, I actually received a phone call from the estate agents, and he turned around and said that the landlady is nicely offering us first refusal over her family members, because we had obviously been after it for a while now, and obviously she must have known about our situation, that we needed to be out of here and whatever. So we organised a viewing. We went for the viewing one morning a couple of days later, and obviously my memory card was full. I did film it, but I did film the whole thing. I had it all filmed and ready to set, and then I was going to come home and talk about it a little bit to you guys. And that is now completely irrelevant, because we must have been home a matter of 30 minutes before Craig's phone rings, and it's our estate agents from this house. So they ring Craig, and I think Craig was upstairs at the time. I didn't realise he was on the phone. He was actually upstairs doing his workout. He come downstairs and he said, "I've got something to tell you." And obviously I'm none the wiser, because I didn't realise he had been on the phone. So I'm looking at him like up and down, thinking, well, what could it be? It must be something to do with, you know, he's up here working out, telling me that he's going to be able to do 100 push-ups now or something ridiculous like that. And he said that it was actually the estate agents here telling us that the landlady no longer needs the house, so we can stay. I then got sudden relief, because one, I love this house, obviously. Two, I love the location. Not only the village, I actually love, you know, our like little cul-de-sac that we're on. And like I say, I was relieved, and literally as soon as Craig turned around and said that, I said, right, we're not moving. No, we're staying here. And then after that, we've, you know, kind of spoke a little bit about trying to obviously save up now to potentially buy a house, because they are actually building some new houses in our village as we speak. And I'm kind of hoping that they don't build them too quickly, so we've got time to save a little bit of money. to go towards obviously a deposit to potentially put down on one of the houses. But as far as I know, they're mainly going to be council houses. So I don't know whether they're going to sell a few of them privately. But even if they don't, we've then got a deposit to maybe buy, you know, a house that we do like in this village, because we really don't want to move out of the village that we are in. So that's the topic on the whole house situation. Relieved, was stressed for nothing basically. And the next topic I wanted to talk about was us getting pregnant. Obviously, with everything going on, everything has been put on hold. So I'm not going for my scan anytime soon that I'm aware of. Obviously, Craig hasn't been tested yet still. So all of that is on hold. But for the past 3 months, which is the first time in my entire life, I have had 3 consecutive periods that have been anywhere between 30 and 34 day cycles. I don't know what's going on. I don't know whether my body has just, you know, sorted itself out, whether it needed that kick booster of the medicine that I was taking before, like the Clomid and stuff. Obviously, I don't know the ins and out of what's, something's gone on. Not sure what, but something's gone on and my body has just decided to work again. Now, I don't know if I'm ovulating or not. So for all I know, I could just be getting periods, but I'm not actually ovulating still. So, I mean, it's kind of sucky. I don't want a period if it's, you know, if I'm not ovulating, but it is what it is. I am kind of glad they're back. It does mean obviously my body, I don't get periods, and you know, normally for me they have to be induced by a medication. So yeah, I'm trying to figure that thing out. I've got the Ovia tracking app on my phone, and it's a really good app, by the way, if you don't use it. But on the app you can track your moods, obviously your periods, if you've taken a pregnancy test, if you've taken an ovulation test, your basal, is it basal so yeah, body temperature, or it's called Ovia, something along those lines, or Ovia, something like that, OVIA. Talk about is my anxiety. This is a hard one for me to talk about, just purely because I thought, or in fact I know, I was doing so well before this lockdown started, and obviously the whole coronavirus thing happened, where I could be at home on my own and I wasn't worrying about, oh, Craig's not going to be home for, you know, hours yet. I'm getting panicky. You know, I could drive to my mum's and back, or into town if I was meeting someone and back without, you know, I would still worry, but it wasn't a pure attack, like panic attack. And I have just gone a million miles backwards from this, to the point where I had rung my doctors and just let them know that obviously I was taking more of my propranolol medication, so if they could put it back on repeat for me, that'd be fantastic. And then we did start talking about antidepressants, and I did say I didn't want to go down that route yet. I was happy to try and, you know, build myself up in the weeks that I know Craig is still home, and, you know, I could drive to my mum's and back at least on my own without having an attack, or being at home on my own without having an attack. But as time's gone on, and obviously the stress, and have had really bad news. We've had someone pass in the family, so times have been hard and I've been extra stressed, which I know doesn't help. But I bit the bullet and I have decided to go on antidepressants. Now, I'm not on them yet. I'm currently waiting for them to become available at my pharmacy because they're sorting out all my prescription for me. I would say I am a little ashamed to be on them, and then I'm not, just purely because of from the people that I've spoke to. They've said that, you know, they've been quite, I suppose, life-changing, but it's helped them just get that confidence to go do it. Because at the minute, I can't even drive myself to my mum's now, which is literally 5 minutes down the road for me to drive. I can't do it. I've tried. I had a panic attack, and I don't want to have a panic attack, so I don't put myself in that situation, which is a whole vicious circle. And Craig is into fitness, and he goes out either for a bike ride or a run, and if he goes out for one of those, which is near enough, he goes nearly every day, he's out for the most of about 30 to 40 minutes, and during that 30 to 40 minutes, while I'm not having an attack per se, I have got this constant worry, and I'm aware of everything that my body is doing. It's like I also suffer with ectopic beats, and I can feel them. I can feel every single one that happens in my body, and it's absolutely horrible. And I'm just at a point now where I feel like I can't cope. So like I say, I've bit the bullet, and I've decided to go down the antidepressant route. Not proud of it, but also I am for speaking up about it and being aware that I am suffering. You know, I'm quite lucky that I do have a very supportive family, and that they help me, obviously, as and where I can, or where they can, sorry. So yeah, but obviously I'm not on them yet, so I don't know, and I know they do take a while to start to kick in and start to take effect, so I will update you on more of that, obviously as and when. But for now, that's all I have to update you on. I do just want to apologise for the really crappy angle. I think I've mentioned in a previous vlog, Isaac has broken my tripod, and I haven't been able to get a new one. So you are currently propped up on my camera box and a couple of books, and this is the best I could get. So I am kind of like slouched over, because if I sit up straight it cuts off half my head. And the lighting isn't all that great because I'm currently filming this at 6:10 in the evening. But that is all the updates that I have for you guys. If you'd like to stay up to date with future videos, don't forget to hit that subscribe button down below to stay up to date and become a part of our family.